Fine. So let us continue from 369. So consider the following statements regarding Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana. So it's not a very, because it is in 2006 or etc. and it is also in Gujarat etc. Not very important for us right now, but let us see what it is about. Okay, the scheme was launched by Ministry of Home Affairs and it is saying Vanabandhu Kalyan. So mostly something to do with forest. So I don't think it will be by Home Affairs. Improving the quality of life in tribal areas is the main objective of the scheme. So it makes sense. Vanabandhu, tribal areas. Okay. Scheme was launched on 20th October 2014. Okay. And the scheme was first launched in the state of Gujarat. So let us see very briefly about what is Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana. Just very briefly. Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana. So it is in Gujarat. It is launched in 2007, etc. etc. Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana was launched in 2007. That is one thing. Remember, etc. etc. by any ministry. This is also known as Vanabandhu PMVKY, Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana, aimed at development of tribal communities and tribal areas across the country, focusing on integrated development of villages and capacity building through education, livelihood, etc. etc. So that is Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana, tribal communities and tribal areas. So that is fine. Garib Kalyan Yojana is also very important. So it is in 2007, right? Launch date is in that this is Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana PAB. Necessary formalities, appraisal, approval of the scheme, and then the scheme has been formally launched for implementation on 28/10/2004 by the 2014 by the ministry. So let us see Vanabandhu Kalyan Yojana. Okay, in what is it 2014 is okay, correct. It is a central sector scheme, not central sponsored, and Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Okay, that is one important thing. Allocation we can't remember, and 28/10/2014. So all these things are important. Okay, employment, health for all, housing, safe drinking water, etc., etc. for tribal areas. Okay, so let us see what's the question now. So the scheme was launched by Minister of Tribal Affairs. So this is wrong. Main objective is tribal areas improving quality of life. This is fine. And 2014 is also fine. Okay, we have seen. Scheme was first launched in the state of Gujarat in 2007. Okay, so it is very difficult to remember such minute details, but fine. It is in Gujarat only initially first launched, but 2007, and again it was formally launched in 2014. So whatever you can remember, try to remember. Okay, if such a question comes in the exam, yeah, I mean, if you don't answer also, it is fine. So, which of the following is not true with regard to tribal welfare? So, the tribe, anything related to tribal, okay, well, tribal, any acts or any what you say articles, etc., or any policies regarding tribal welfare, social welfare, all these are in general very important for all competitive exams. Okay. So the comprehensive tribal development program aims at land development activities, improvement of roof houses, infrastructure development, etc. So that is fine. As per the Scheduled Tribes and other traditional forest dwellers act, villages in the forest are provided with community rights. This is one thing that is common. So tribals don't have individual rights; they have community rights, and outsiders cannot buy tribal land. Remember all those things, and that is as per the Scheduled Tribes and other traditional forest dwellers act. Okay, let us see briefly Forest Dwellers Act. Okay, so Forest Rights Act 2006, the Scheduled Tribes and other traditional forest dwellers Act of 2006. Just keep it in mind, 2006. So the Special Area Development Program aims at distribution of forest area produce to the tribes equitably. Okay, that is the wrong statement. The Special Central Assistance to Tribal Supplant provides dairy cows to tribal groups living below the poverty line. Okay, so keep this in mind. It provides dairy cows and etc. And when we are preparing for economy, especially APPSC Group 2, Then you have to remember the subplan amount also. How much subplan amount for SC, how much for ST, for OBC, etc. All those things you have to remember, including the figures also. And the Special Area Development Program aims at distribution of forest area produces to the tribes equitably. The Special Area Development Program. Let us see. Special Area Development Program is a part of planning policy for balanced regional development. Okay, what is special problems faced by the certain areas arising out of their distinct geophysical structure and location, etc., etc. Special Area Development Program. Let us see further. Special area development is part of planning policy for balanced regional development. So it is not exclusively for tribal area or anything. It is for any underdeveloped region. Special area development program, new scheme, etc., etc. Certain areas. Okay. So remember that it is about any having any distinct geophysical structure, etc., etc. People living in border areas, etc. So not exactly tribal area, any special area, any border area or hilly area or area far away from the communities, etc., etc. Fine. So keep that in mind. Special area development program for distinctive geophysical features, border areas, etc., etc. So do we know anything out of this? First national education policy, first national policy for children, policy for empowerment of women. We have seen 2001, right? Is it national policy for empowerment of women? National policy 2001 or just pol policy for empowerment of women is 2001. Okay, we remember this much. National policy for women 2001. That is okay. And anything else? So C3, okay, correct. Policy with disabilities also. If you remember, we've seen 2006. Yesterday or day before yesterday. National policy for persons with disabilities is 2006. That also we remember. For women, it is 2001. And just now we have seen 2001 Forest Dwellers Act also. Okay, Forest Rights Act, that is also 2006. And first national education policy, recent national education policy is 2020. That is also very, very important. And first one is 1968. And first national policy for children is 1974. So NEP 2020 is very important. National education policy 2020 is there. That is the recent one. Go through in depth about that. And also 1968 is the first one. Fine. Which of the following schemes is for safety and security of women? So out of this, Sambala, okay, Sambal is the Sambal, okay, is for safety and security of women. It is, I don't think it is recent, but it is fine. Recently, we have many like in AP, we have Disha, etc. We have Nirbhaya Act, Criminal Law Amendment Act, etc., etc., and a lot of other things. We have seen for in general women development, we have seen Rashtriya Mahila Kosh, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. That is in Haryana. It has been launched in Haryana. All those things, try to remember those things. More recent ones, you have to try to remember. So, which of the following schemes of Andhra Pradesh and their budget allocation are incorrectly matched? 2023, 2024. So, the latest one. So, for group 2 level, you need to remember figures also. Okay. So, try to remember pension kanuka. We all know. So, let us look at each one. YSR pension kanuka, Asara, Jaganana Chedodu, and Papunistam. Okay. Just okay. So, Jagannath Chedodu. Chedodu is rupees 10,000 for period of 5 years. Okay, that is 50,000 for 5 installments. Rajakas, Nai Brahmins, etc. Basically, barbers, tailors, etc. Okay, belonging to all communities. YS Jagannath Reddy launched Chedodu scheme in 2020. Remember that. So 2020, Rajakas, Nai Brahmins, and 10,000. That is what is important. And allocated 350 crores in 2023. Okay, assistance to tailor, washermen, barbers. So pension Kanka, social security scheme by government of AP for poor and vulnerable, old, disabled, etc. The amount is 2750 for single women, waivers, widows, etc. and 3000 per month. Okay, for kidney patients for dialysis is 10,000, right? And for transgenders, okay, disabled, etc., 3000, and other normal old people and the single women waivers, etc., it is 2750. So remember these three figures: 2750, 3000, and 10,000. 10,000 is because of dialysis. Okay, and 21,434 has been allocated by YSR pension Kanuka, 21,000 crores. Okay, this is 21,000 crores, and what is that? Chedodu is 350 350 crores, and pension Kanuka is over. Kapunestam. So Kapunestam, they are providing for Kapu, Balija, Telaga, and Vantari women between the age group of 45-60. Even YSR Cheyuta is also between the age group of 45-60. Remember that. And Kapunestam. 75,000 over a period of 5 years, that means 15,000. So all these things are important. So every woman satisfying the eligibility criteria, and financial assistance of 15,000. That is important. And amount of 550 crores has been allocated. So try to remember some of these figures. We've seen Chedodu is 10,000 for Rajakas, Nai Brahmins, etc. 10,000, and that is also for 5 years, no age limit. Uh, and Kapanestam is 15,000. Okay, even Vahana Mitra is 15,000. Amavodi previously 15,000, now it has been reduced. We will see when it comes. Okay, 550 crores, and this is Kapanestam. And pension is little bit more, 21,000 crores. Okay, so you have to remember the amount also. It is frequently asked, especially for group 2, no other option. And 2,750, 3,000, and 10,000. That those are the pension amounts. And we have seen Asara somewhere here, right? Vidya Kanuka, Asara. Just a minute. Navodayam. What is Navodayam? Fulfill the needs of micro, small, and medium enterprises. Okay, that is YSR Navodayam. Very important. Arogyasri, everyone is aware, to BPL families, free hospital care, equity, etc. And also, new concept of family doctor scheme has also been, what you say, recently it has been introduced, right? Family doctor scheme. We have to go through that also. Arogya Asara, Sampurna Poshana. Where is Asara? విద్యా దీవెన, నవరత్నాలు, పేదలందరికీ ఇల్లు, జీవక్రాంతి, ఫ్రీ క్రాప్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్, వైఎస్ఆర్ బీమా, విద్యా కానుక, అమ్మ ఒడి. Okay, YSR Asara again launched in 2020. So we've seen till now two of the schemes are launched in 2020 for women empowerment. Okay, women empowerment, and released 6,792 crores towards the first installment. Okay, due of 27,000, etc., etc. Basically, self-help groups. Okay, 8.7 lakh self-help groups will benefit from it as part of Navaratralu, etc. And what is giving? Outstanding loan of shall be reimbursed in 4 installments. So basically, reimbursing the outstanding loan of self-help groups is Asara. Okay, 11,084 has been released on first installment, etc., etc. So fine. So with this, let us see the question. What is asking? So roughly, okay, which of the following in the budget are incorrectly matched? So budget is something which we cannot say like that, because the pension Kanuka, we have seen already 21,000 crores has been spent. So these figures, maybe, I mean, when that particular question is asked, that's a different thing. But at least you have to remember what are the schemes. Kapunestam 15,000 to Kapu, Balija, Telaga, etc. aged 45 to 60. Okay, Asara is self-help groups. Okay, where reimbursement of outstanding loans. Pension Kanka to single women, widowers, etc. to 2750, and for transgenders and disabled 3,000, and for dialysis patients 10,000. And most of the schemes are launched in 2020. That is one thing. And Jagananna Chedodu Jagannath Chedodu is, just now we have seen, what is that? Nai Brahmins, tailors, okay, Rajakas, etc., weavers, and all those things. He is giving 10,000. Okay, remember that. What is the scheme? How much is the amount? Who is benefit? I mean, who is eligible, etc., etc. Those things you have to remember. And how much amount has been spent? Try to remember the latest figure for 4 or 5 schemes. You cannot remember for everything. Just 4 or 5 schemes. Try to remember the total amount spent. Every day in newspaper it is coming, right? So take, just before the exam, try to note them down and let us see what. The Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, the Divya Kala Mela in Kartavya Path at India Gate in New Delhi. Who among the following is the Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment of India? Okay, Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment. Let us see the current one. Social Justice and Empowerment, okay, Minister. So, Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment is fine. Who is the current holder is Virendra Kumar. Okay, that is important. Try to remember. Virendra Kumar. Okay, Dharmendra Pradhan, I think, is Ministry of Oil and I think it's okay. Actually, these are not very important. 1 or 2 questions might come. Nitin Gadkari is right now roads and etc. Kiran Rijiju previously he was the Minister of State for Sports. I think now this thing. Anyway, fine. Not very important. So match the following with regard to constitutional safeguards to scheduled castes. Okay, this is important. So it's talking about Article 15, 23, 24, 46, etc. Right? So let us look at the articles before answering the question. Okay, Article 14 to 14 is very important. Equality before law and equal justice. So, right to equality, equality before law, and protection of equal protection of laws. And Article 15 is prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. And Article 17 is untouchability. Okay, so all these articles are important. And what else is asking about? 23, 24, 46, etc. Right? Let us see. 23 and so Article 23 is prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor, and Article 24 is prohibition of employment of children in factories. Basically, these two are right against exploitation. Fine. And Article 15 we have seen about employment, and 15.4. Let us see particularly what does 15.4 state. Probably reservation. So let us see Article 15 subpart 4. Enables the state to make special provisions for advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes or for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Okay, that is one thing. What else? 243, 330, 332. Let us see those also. Article 243, 243. Okay, mandate for setting up of panchayats is provided by Article 243 in Part 9 of the Constitution. All that is important. 243 has lot of subparts. Okay, 243, what you say, A, B, C, D, several subparts. All those are important. All are dealing with panchayats. And 330 and 332. Reservation of seats for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in the House of People. Okay, 332 in Legislative Assembly. It's a reservation of seats for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in the Legislative Assembly of the states. That is 332, and 330 will be in the House of the People, means Lok Sabha. So okay, so all those things we have said. Now let us see the question. So social safeguards, political safeguards, economic safeguards, educational and cultural safeguards. So social safeguards is nothing but these things. Okay, right to equality and the right against exploitation, right against what prohibition of traffic in what you say children and etc. And prohibiting employment of children in this thing in factories etc. 20 Article 25 is right to religion. Okay, 25, 26, 27, and 28 are right to religion. Okay. Next, political safeguards. So we have just now seen Article 330 is reservation of seats for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe in Lok Sabha, and 332 is the same for state assemblies. So these are political safeguards. 243 is also we have seen in panchayats, reservation, etc. in panchayats. It deals with lot of like number of seats, process of qualification, disqualification, reservation of seats, everything. Okay, roles and responsibilities of panchayats, etc. Everything comes in 243. So those are political safeguards and economic safeguard. Okay, economic safeguard is again 23 and 24 and 46. We have seen Article 46 also deals with provisions relating to what is the protection of providing facilities for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, etc. Providing proper employment opportunities, everything. We'll look into that. So 23 and 24 and 46. Educational and cultural rights. Okay, education. Article 15(4) talks about employment opportunities. Okay, actually, cultural will come in. What is when you say culture and educational rights, it usually comes in 29 and 30. Okay. Protection of language, script, and culture of minorities is Article 29. Right of minorities to establish and administer educational institution, Article 30. So these two articles are called cultural and educational rights, but they are dealing with minorities, not exactly scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Okay, keep these two in mind. All the fundamental rights are very important. So fine, we have seen different kinds of safeguards to scheduled caste. The STEP scheme, which aims to provide employability skills to become self-employed or entrepreneurs, is for the welfare of who among the following? Okay, STEP scheme is for women. Let us see in a full form so that we can remember better. STEP scheme. Support to training and employment program for women. Okay, if you just remember the full form also, you'll be able to get. Okay, support to training and employment for women. Remember that STEP scheme. Sabala is one scheme we've seen some time back. All those are for women. So, which of the following scheme is being implemented to preserve rich heritage of minority communities in India? So, minority communities means Muslims, Christians, okay, Sikhs, Parsis, Jains, etc. And Jains is the most least percentage of the population. Remember that Muslims are around 12% and all that we have seen, right? Percentages. And Hamari Darohar and this Nai Udan, Hunar Hat, Ustad, they're also in news sometime back. But let us see Hamari Darohar. Hamari Darohar. So whatever we are seeing, try to just register those things. Okay. Roughly, what is that? What is Hamari Darohar scheme? Central sector scheme. So fully funded by central government, etc. etc. Covering six centrally notified minority communities: Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Sikhs, Parsis, and Jains. So Hamari Darohar to preserve rich heritage of minority communities in India. Remember that. So what is the name of scheme? For providing assistance to prepare for the main examination of the candidates who have cleared for pre-examination of UPSC, SSC, etc. So basically providing coaching, free coaching for students from the marginalized sections. That is Nai Udan. Remember that. Nai Udan. Let us cross check once and remember that. Try to remember all these things. To provide financial support to minority candidates for clearing prelims conducted by etc. etc. So for UPSC, SSC, etc., Nai Udan and Hamari Darohar is to preserve the culture of minorities. Beti Bachao, Beti Padao, as it's like what I say, uh, prevention of gender-based sex selective elimination. Yes, and there is a act for this PCPNDT Act. Okay, that is very very important. PCPNDT we have seen multiple times, but it is very important. Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act of 1994. So it does not allow selective sex, what you say, sex determination, so that you cannot do selective sex elimination. ensuring survival and protection of the girl child, ensuring education and participation of girl child, ensuring employment. So it does not ensure employment. Okay, it does not talk about employment. It is about what is a protection for education and participation, survival, protection, etc., etc., and prevention of gender-based sex selection. And it was launched in Haryana. That is also sometimes frequently asked because Haryana has one of the lowest sex ratio. Okay, and India's sex ratio is 943, Andhra Pradesh 997. All those things you have to remember. Highest is Kerala, lowest is Haryana. So, Right to Education Act we've seen yesterday multiple times. Okay, RTE Act, and also Article 21A and Article 45. So, Right to Education is 2009, and under Article 21A from 6 to 14 years is state will provide education. Under Article 45 up to what you say up to 6 years. Okay, right of children to free and compulsory education 2009. Okay, 2012. There is an amendment in 2012. It included children with disabilities under the purview of RT Act. Anyway, okay, remember there is an amendment in 2012 also. How much percentage of seats must be reserved for weaker sections in private schools? Okay, 25%. Remember that 25% for weaker sections. So manual scavenging is prohibited in the country under the Prohibition of Employment as Manual Scavengers and the Rehabilitation Act of 2013. And there is one particular socialist activist movement, Safai Karmachari Andolan. I don't know if you remember. We see that in news regularly. So with effect from 6th December 2013, you need not remember at launch dates and all etc. of such old what is a old acts. But remember that there is such an act which prohibits employment of manual scavengers and their rehabilitation, and it is in 2013 roughly. So Protection of Civil Rights Acts 1955 lays down punishment for offences arising out of untouchability in Section 7, which is fine, not a problem. 1955 we have Civil Rights Act, recent one also. That is Civil Rights Act of 1955. Okay, 1964, 1968, etc. 1955 is one of the base act, remember, Civil Rights Act. So Communism we have seen some time back. Okay, so this 50 to 60 is wrong. We have seen 45 to 60. Okay, is to empower Kapu, Telaga, Balija, Wantari women between the age group of 45 to 60. That is why this is wrong option. Social empowerment scheme for backward classes welfare development. So option A is correct. Why is our communism is important? We have seen just now, and the amount is 15,000. Okay, remember that also. What is the amount? Who is eligible? When it was launched and what it aims to achieve. So Jagananna Jiva Kranti. It was launched in 2020. So most of the schemes have been launched in 2020 after 1 year of the election. Remember that. So Jiva Kranti. Let us see what is Jiva Kranti. Jiva Kranti. So state will be getting sheep and goats to provide with a good livelihood. So they are basically providing cattle, etc. Let us see what it says. Okay, it's launched in 20. Jagannath Jeeva Pranti scheme 2024 launched by Jagan Mohan Reddy in okay in 2020 only it was launched. Sheep and goat units to BC, SC, ST minority women through Raitu Bharosa Kendras. Rupees 75,000 as assistance amount including cost of transport, insurance, etc. etc. So it is providing sheep and goat to these farmers. Okay, and also age 45 to 60. Okay, through Raitu Bharosa Kendras. So these are some points which you have to remember. It is launched in 2020, it seems. and SC, ST, BC minority women 45 to 60. And also financial assistance of 75,000 will be given. Each unit contains either 14 sheep or goats. So that is Jagananna Jiva Kranti scheme. 1863. Fine. That's it. So these are some of the breeds of the sheep: Nellore Brown, Macharla Brown, Vijayanagaram, Black Bengal Native. If you are talking about cows, we have our Ongol, Ponganur, etc. Okay, Ponganur recently was in news because Prime Minister Modi, what is appreciated that one. So recently it is in news. Yes. So Ponganur is also very important. Punganuru cattle, the world's smallest and cutest cattle breed. Okay, so it is very small. Punganuru cattle is from Chitturu district. Ongol Ongol breed is from Ongol, and Ponganuru is from Chittur. That is very important. Okay, and it is smallest breed, Ponganuru cattle. Anyway, so that is Geokranti. Vaisar Geokranti is providing sheep and goat to SC, ST, BC minority women from 45 to 60 years. It was launched in 2020. So at present, with which name is Swaran Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana is being implemented. It is Ajivika. Okay, currently the name is Ajivika. Okay, NRLM, all these are also important. Rural livelihood, Manrega, all those things we've seen. Which is the program that has the theme One Nation, One Scheme. Okay, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana means crop insurance. Okay, Sabala is for women. Swasthya Bima Yojana, Fasal Bima Yojana. Let's see the difference. PM Fasal Bima Yojana. Okay, this is a government sponsored crop insurance that integrates multiple stakeholders, etc. So it is the government sponsored crop insurance and Swasthya Bima Yojana, mostly health related. Okay, Swasthya Bima Yojana provides cashless hospitalization cover of rupees 30,000 per family per year. Okay, Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana. Okay, it provides 30,000 cashless hospitalization. And Fasal Bima Yojana is crop insurance. Sabala is for empowerment of women and rural literary mission to improve literacy in the rural areas. So, One Nation, One Scheme is related to Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So, which of the following in general is eligible as a borrower under the National Rural Livelihood NRLM? Women self-help groups, okay, SHGs. Women SHGs are the eligible beneficiaries under NRLM. Remember that, okay? What is the objective of National Credit Fund for Women launched by Government of India in the year 1993? So old one, no need to go into that. To meet the asset needs of poor and assetless women in the informal sector. Try to remember that one. So E-Seva is in Andhra Pradesh. We know computerized services. E-Pragati is, I think, within the secretariat. E-Suvidha. What is the name of project launched with the objective of computerization of urban local bodies? Is E-Suvidha. Let us see E-Suvidha and E-Pragati. E-Suvidha. Okay, CS initiative in Uttar Pradesh, etc., etc. Basically, for computerization of, okay, all that is fine. E-Suvidha. And we'll let us see E-Pragati. E-Pragati, I think, is E-Pragati. Not Pragati. Pragati is different. We're talking about E-Pragati. So Government of Andhra Pradesh, e-governance and digital farming solutions. So e-Pragati is exclusively for Andhra Pradesh. Okay, providing digital solutions, etc. Basically, for within the government, within the secretariat, etc. That is e-Pragati, and e-Suvidha is for computerization of urban and local body, the governance, etc. That is e-Suvidha. E-Seva is, we know, for providing consumer services, current bill payments, etc., caste certificates, etc., which is again in Andhra Pradesh, most prominent in Andhra Pradesh. And Pradhana Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. The scheme was launched in 2016, which is true. Okay, and most of the schemes launched by what you say after BJP coming into power are in 2016 and 17. So try to keep it in mind. Scheme is related to undisclosed income declaration. Okay, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. So where they're giving the option to declare your undeclared income. Garib Kalyana Anna Yojana, that is little bit different. Let us see. That is regarding to food grains, etc. PM Garib Kalyan, Garib means poor people. So Garib Kalyan Yojana provides employment opportunities to people experiencing poverty. For this purpose, 50,000 crore has been spent. All this is for the development of people, and also undisclosed income is also they've given a chance for undisclosed to declare the undisclosed income. That is also through Garib Kalyan Yojana. So the undisclosed wealth and black money can be declared in a confidential manner under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Also, it provides 50 lakh insurance to frontline workers, etc. etc. All these things are fine. And Anna Yojana, Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Okay, 5 kg free food grains per month to 81 crore Indians. Remember. So, Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, especially during the COVID time, it was introduced to provide 5 kg free food grains. So, Anna Yojana means it provides free food grains. Garib Kalyan Yojana is to provide what you say empowerment of poor people, etc. And under this, you can disclose undisclosed income also in a confidential manner. And it is launched in 2016. So demonetization of the 500 and 1,000 rupee notes, a new taxation and investment regime is proposed. This is related to which of the following scheme? Again, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Okay, after demonetization of 500 and 100, under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, there was a option to disclose the undisclosed income in a confidential manner. Okay, in order to reduce the black money. So Jan Dhan Yojana, everyone is aware, right? What you say, every account for every family on the name of the women, elder women, and also 5,000 rupees OD facility will be there. So for this PDF, this is the end. Okay, so let us continue. So 392 question. The endeavor of the Janani Suraksha Yojana. Okay, Janani means mother and Suraksha means protection. To promote institutional deliveries. Okay, and more institutional deliveries, more safe the pregnancy will be. To provide monetary assistance to the mother to meet the cost of delivery, and to provide for wage loss due to pregnancy and confinement. So this providing for wage loss is not there. I think Janani Suraksha Yojana. So let us see Janani Suraksha Yojana. What? So Safe Motherhood Intervention Program under National Rural Health Mission. Okay, launched in 2005 to promote institutional delivery among pregnant women, reducing maternal and infant infant mortality. Etc. There is no provision for drugs, etc. All those things are there, but I don't think there is any provision for wage reimbursement in that one. So it is basically what you say for safe delivery, safe motherhood and delivery. So one and two are better options. Consider the following statements regarding SMILE, support for marginalized individuals for livelihood and enterprise scheme. So marginalized individuals means obviously transgenders and all will come. It is a merged scheme of comprehensive rehabilitation of persons engaged in the act of begging and welfare of transgender. Okay. So scheme is formulated by Minister of Health and Family Welfare is wrong. Okay. Let us see who gave the scheme. Smile. Smile scheme for marginalized individuals and livelihoods, etc. etc. Smile scheme by which ministry? Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Okay, remember that. Usually these schemes will be Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, not Health and Family Welfare. The above scheme which we have seen, those type of schemes will be related to Health and Family Welfare or Women Empowerment, etc. So you have to remember which ministry also. So in this particular case, this is Social Justice and Empowerment, and the current one is Virendra Kumar. We've seen some time back, right? Virendra Kumar is the current minister. With reference to Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana means skill development, consider the following. It is a flagship scheme for the Ministry of Skill Development, yes, and there are skill development councils, National Skill Development Council and State Skill Development Council, etc. The district collector acts as the what you say, head of the state skill development council. All those things we have seen. It is among other things will also impart training in soft skills, entrepreneurship, financial and digital literacy. So all these are okay part of the skill development program. Aims to align the competencies of the unregulated workforce to the national skill qualification framework. So which is true. We keep hearing. That no, the skills are not enough for the. There is work in the factories in various industries, but the people are not skilled enough. So there is a mismatch between demand and supply. So the skill development, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana aims to bridge that gap. National Commission for Other Backward Classes came into effect from National Commission for OBC 1993. Let us see. We have seen yesterday National Commission for OBC. So National Commission for OBC is a constitutional body. Okay. Article also we have seen Article 338B. If you remember, 338, 338A, 338B. Okay, 338 is for scheduled caste, 338A is for scheduled tribes, and 338B is for backward classes. Who's the chairman, current chairman? Hansraj Gangaram Ahir is the chairman, vice chairman, etc. etc. So let us see 1983. So National Commission for Backward Class Act is in 1993. Okay, Act to constitute a National Commission for Backward Classes other than the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Okay, so with this, let us see the question. National Commission for Other Backward Class came into effect because of the National Commission Backward Class Act of 1993. Okay, previously it was the combined commission, National Commission of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes. Then it was later subdivided into Scheduled Caste, Scheduled Tribe, and later National Commission for Backward Class was also added through the Act of 1993. Remember all that. So which of the following is not true about National Commission for Backward Classes? Okay, the Supreme Court upheld 10% reservation for seats in the Indra Sawhney case. So Indra Sawhney case is very important. Let us look into that. And Mandal Commission, all those things will come when we talk about backward classes, etc. So second backward classes commission was set up under the chairmanship of Ranjit Singh Sarkaria. Okay, let us see. Kalelkar. First backward commission. What is that? First backward classes commission. First backward classes commission. The chairman. So The first backward class commission set up by a presidential order under 340 under the chairmanship of Kaka Kalelkar. Okay, Kaka Kalelkar Commission, that's very important. So that is true. And Indira Sawhney is also very prominent case for BC. Let us see. Upheld the government order, opinion that caste was an acceptable indicator of backwardness. Thus, the recommendation of reservation for OBCs in central government services was finally implemented in 1992. So that is very important. Indira Sawhney case 1992 is very important, and is also this Mandal Commission is also very important. Mandal Commission. Okay, Mandal Commission for socially and educationally backward classes. So when you say backward classes, first thing that should come to your mind is Mandal Commission, established in 1979 by the Janata Party under Prime Minister Morarji Desai. 1979 Morarji Desai, to identify the socially and educationally backward classes. All these are very, very important. Increase the political representation of OBC, etc., etc. So gradually, um, so Indira Sawhney, what was the percentage? Let us just see. Indira Sawhney case, Indira Sawhney percentage. Okay, percentage to OBC. So it provided for a 27% reservation of OBC in central government jobs. Even today it is there, right? So about Indira Sawhney, 27% of reservation for OBC in central government jobs. And first one is Kaka Kalelkar. Okay. So which of the following is not true about the National Commission for Backward Classes? First Backward Classes Commission was set up under the chairmanship of Kaka Kalelkar, which is true. Okay. And we've seen the date also, right? Okay. In 1953, long back, Kaka Kalelkar. And the Supreme Court upheld 27% of reservation of seats in the Indira Sawhney case. 27%, not 10%. And second backward classes commission, let us look into that also, of the second backward. Okay. Second backward. BP Mandal. Okay. Second backward commission in 1979, it was headed by BP Mandal Commission. That itself is the Mandal Commission. Okay, 1979 BP Mandal. All these are very, very important. So this is also wrong. So 2 and 3 are wrong. Which of the following is true? Then the first option is right. Which of the following are wrong? 2 and 3 are wrong. The government of India is organizing National Tribal Festival since 2015. So remember all the various tribals, all that we've seen in different states. Under which scheme, education loan is being provided to enable SC/ST students to meet expenditure for pursuing technical and professional education, including PhD. So, Adivasi Shiksha Rin Yojana. Adivasi means obviously ST. Ekalavya is to provide model residential schools, and tribal forest dwellers empowerment scheme, and Adivasi Mahila Sashaktikaran is for women empowerment, and in general SC students for pursuing education, Adivasi Shiksha Rin Yojana. So CBSE has launched the Udan scheme in 2014. Okay, what is the scheme? Let us see. CBSE Udan. So it is a project launched by CBSE under guidance of Ministry of Human Resource Development. That is very important to address the low enrollment of girl students in prestigious engineering institutions and teaching gap between school education and engineering entrance. Okay, so Udan scheme 2014 is about teaching gap between school education and engineering, and to reduce the gap of what is the girl students, to increase the enrollment of girl students. All that is Udan scheme of CBSE. So Child Protection Services scheme has been renamed as Mission Vatsalya. Okay, Mission Vatsalya. supports the children through non-institutional care under private aided sponsorship, etc., etc. So that is Mission Vatsalya. Child Protection Services have been renamed as Mission Vatsalya. So Ekalavya Model Residential School. Okay, we've seen it's about providing residential facilities to tribal students. And which of the following is are incorrect? So he's saying C is incorrect. Let us see. Administered by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, which is true. So and it is established with grants from Article 275. Okay. It pays special focus in integrated tribal development projects where there shall be at least one EMRS in the demarcated project spatial area. So fine, try to remember that. Current ST population literacy levels is 50%, opposed to the country average literacy levels of 70%. So let us see quickly. Literacy rate of the country, we've seen literacy rate in India 74, male literacy is 82. Okay, female literacy rate, how much we have seen? 65. Okay, male literacy is 82, female 65, and general literacy rate of India is what is say 74. So let us see tribal 59. As per census 2011, literacy rate of scheduled tribes is 59%. So current ST population literacy levels is below 50% is the wrong option. Okay, it is 59 for ST. Country average is 74, right? 74. Also, let's see SC. The literacy rate of scheduled tribes, scheduled castes 66. Okay, so tribals is 59, scheduled caste is 66, women is 65, right? Women 65, and men is 82, and in general India is around 74. Try to remember all that. Consider the following statements about National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. So we have seen yesterday 2005. It's a statutory body because it is based on Act. Commission for Protection of Child Rights 2005. According to the Act, a child is defined as person not from 0 to 16, 0 to 18. Okay, so that is why this is wrong. 0 to 18 is a child and it is based on CPCR Act of 2005. So which of the following departments is the implementing agency of the National Crush? Crush is where you leave the small babies when the woman goes to work. Okay, every organization beyond which has a certain number of employees, etc., have to maintain a crush facility where the women who go to work will drop the babies there and they will be taken care of. So women and child development. Okay. So which of the following schemes is being implemented to provide basic infrastructure in schools, etc., etc.? Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram. Okay, let us see. PM Jan Vikas Karyakram. Support states to provide better socio-economic infrastructure facilities, especially minority communities in field of education, health, skill development. So that is Jan Vikas Karyakram. And sometime back we have seen Hamari Dharohar is to for the culture of the minorities. Okay, for the culture of the minorities, it is Hamari Dharohar. Ustad Naeem Angel also, let us see, they are also frequently in news. Naeem Angel. Ministry of Minority Affairs, okay, Central Sector Scheme, CSS, 100% by the center, 50% from World Bank to benefit minority youth who do not have formal school leaving certificate. Okay, so to benefit minority youth who does not have the formal education. Next, Ustad. So all these are uh, for minorities. Ustad. So they are very important for exam point of view. Preserve heritage of traditional arts and crafts. Upgrading the skills of traditional artisans and craftsmen. And belonging to the youth, belonging to the minority community, arts and crafts. So very important, Ustad is for traditional craftsmen to youth, minority, arts and crafts, etc. Nai Manzil is to help those minority people, youth who have no formal education. Hamari Dharohar is for to preserve the culture, okay, culture and the cultural heritage of the minorities. And Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karikram is to provide better infrastructure facilities, especially in the minority communities. So all these are very important. So where did the Ministry of Tribal Affairs launched a scheme named Marketing and Logistics Development for Promotion of Tribal Products of the Northeastern region. So it has been launched in the Manipur. Try to remember that. Okay, Northeastern Manipur. Marketing and Logistics Development. National Girl Child Day, 24th January. Try to remember, but it is difficult to remember so many dates. At least few dates which are very frequently in news. Try to remember. Who is the present chairperson of the National Commission for Women? So let us see for the latest chairman of National Commission for Women, Miss Rekha Sharma. Okay, Miss Rekha Sharma. Also, let us see chairman of National Human Rights. Remember Miss Rekha Sharma, Human Rights Commission is Arun Kumar Mishra. Try to remember those things. So Rekha Sharma is for Commission of Women, Human Rights, Mr. Arun Kumar Mishra. Sometime back we have seen Virendra Sharma. Okay, is for what is say backward this thing, right?
Ministry of Social Justice.
Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. This is the current Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment. Is Virendra Kumar. Try to remember all that. Miss Rekha Sharma and Arun Kumar Mishra. Next. So we do you remember anything? RT is 2009, right? Okay, we have seen sometime back. Right to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009. Okay, Article 21A, etc., etc. That is RTE, and Juvenile Justice Act is 2015. POXO we've seen 2012. Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. Okay, POXO 2012 multiple times we have seen POXO Act. So 2012. POXO is 2012 for protection of children from sexual offences. Juvenile Justice. Okay, Juvenile Justice Act is 2015. And what else is there? Protection of Child Rights Act. Okay, that is 2005. Protection of Child Rights Act. We've seen multiple times. Protection of child rights. Okay, not civil rights. Child 2000. So again, try to remember Protection of Child Rights Act 2005. POXO is 2012, isn't it? POXO is 2012. Juvenile Justice is 2015, and RTE, Right to Free and Compulsory Education, is 2009. Okay, so from 409, let us look in next session.